Who are you really dealing with? Is your twin flame, or a false flame? Now, as much as I personally don't like the term false flame, it does apply in many cases. And so this video is really dedicated to kind of helping you understand what you're truly doing on the journey and how not to really fall into the trap of a false flame that can really hold you back from accomplishing what you're truly here to do on your twin flame journey. Now, let's talk about the false flame, which I personally like to call the catalyst, truly, which is for the benefit of you on your twin flame journey. However, when you're really dealing with them on your journey, you are going to perceive the false flame or the catalyst to truly be your twin flame because they truly come in embodying almost all the qualities that your twin flame is meant to have. When you're new to the journey, it's absolutely impossible for you to truly understand what you're dealing with. So you are going to, fall into the trap of being sucked into the energy of this individual and start that runner chaser dynamic, which does exist with this connection as well. Truly, this individual is coming in to act as a catalyst for your own personal and spiritual growth. Now, if you take a look at what the twin flame journey truly represents on a broader scale, it's to get you to do your inner work, for you to expand and, grow spiritually. And ultimately, majority of twin flames have a higher purpose and a calling that they need to get to. And so really, you are meant to go through those lessons, those hurdles, that preparation phase that this catalyst is going to introduce to you. So here's the catch. You want to not, whether it's your twin, whether it's your false flame, don't worry about the labels. But what's critical for you to understand on this journey is you're not going to fall for that trap of just running into loops. Now, if this catalyst or this false flame is really, here for whatever purpose, the twin flame is actually going to do the same thing. So trying to figure out which one of these two you're dealing with is really not helpful to you on the journey. What you're meant to really focus on is your own inner growth. The sooner the feminine energy in this connection, whether you're the male or the female, I'm talking about the chaser in the twin flame dynamic. So whoever that is, regardless of your gender, you are truly acting as the leading party in this connection who's meant to do that work first. Now, really, a false flame can come in, trigger you, and really get you to do that inner work. And once you eventually get there and have reached those higher states of consciousness, they could walk away and then your twin flame comes in. So for you to be stuck to a false flame's energy isn't really doing you any good. So whether it is, your twin or your the catalyst or false flame, it won't matter. As long as you do the inner work and stay steadfast on your personal journey, you are going to come out on the other end being the stronger person. Unfortunately, these connections do have that addictive phase. The only thing that you want to watch for, though, is that you're not looping. Otherwise, what you're going to be dealing with is years of lost energy because you are failing to learn the lesson. I'm actually going to share my personal experience with you. There was a time on my journey where I was looping, and it came to a point where, my spidey senses were really trying to tell me that there is something that's going on that you need to catch on to. And I remember saying out loud to myself, why do I feel like I just took a wrong turn somewhere? And it was literally a lesson that needed to be integrated, but I hadn't learned it yet. And so unfortunately, that cycle, started again, and I was able to catch it the next time around. So the more you can become aware of the pattern that is looping for you and really look at this connection, give it a hard look for what it really stands for, the better you will be at coming out on the other side and really getting the work that needs to be done. Unfortunately, if you take a look at any of the twin flames, they spend a very long time in that, that love bubble phase, and then immediately after the runner chaser dynamic. These are the two hardest phases of this connection that people spend a lot of time in. Of course, the bubble love phase actually only lasts about 6 to 8 weeks, just a short couple of months if, at the most. And then you have a very long time of being stuck in the runner chaser dynamic. And until you learn to step back and start to focus on your inner work and not this other individual that's outside of you, the sooner you will get through this journey. So, really, the point that I'm trying to make here is don't get stuck into labels. Who am I dealing with? As hard as it is, and I understand because, I've been there, the individual that you're dealing with is meant to trigger you. It's meant to show you the wounding that you have to deal with. But because we don't understand what we're dealing with, we keep going back and we keep running and keep repeating that same cycle. So the sooner you can catch yourself, pull yourself out of there, and focus on your own self, the sooner you can come out of this journey, regardless of who you're dealing with. Now, I say that very easily, because I've been through it, but I understand that those that get stuck in that runner chaser dynamic, you are literally, thinking that this is the only person and it's never going to be the same without them. But the truth of the matter is, this connection is trying to teach you something else, and it has to do with your soul growth. Now, you can either learn that in the first cycle or repeat that 4 to 5 times, and then it's going to hit you really hard. So you have to find it within you to really take on your own power, bring home all that energy that you are wasting on somebody on the outside, and grow through this journey so you can literally come out of that dark tunnel and, see finally the light of day and end up with the perfect divine counterpart that you are meant to be with. Whether it's the twin flame, the false flame, when they're going to show up won't even matter as long as you're focused on you, which is critical to this journey and the whole purpose, that you are meant to really take a look at that larger and grander view. Now, there are a lot of twins that unfortunately do not see that light and can get stuck in this cycle for a very long time. And so hopefully, my hope is for those that find this video, that is not going to be you. As long as you are focused inward on your own self, on your own healing journey and your ascension journey, you will not fall victim to this particular connection. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.